Good morning, my friends. I'm Clover, and this is Genuinely Approachable Sudoku, and today we are solving two classic Sudoku by Philip Newman. The first one is called Oceans 45. So in both of these puzzles we have normal Sudoku rules. That means we're placing the digits 1 through 9 once each in each row, each column, and each outline 3x3 region. And that is it. And these classics share the theme of having an unusually large number of given digits. You can have as few as 17 given digits in a valid classic Sudoku. These ones have, I believe, 45 and 32 given digits respectively. So, let's get started. So the first thing I notice is I have this one region that is a little bit sparse, and the way we're going to fill this in is to observe that the missing digits in these two regions are 7, 8, 9. That gives us a 7, 8, 9 triple here. We have 4, 5, 6 here, therefore, because those are our three missing digits. So we need 7, 8, 9 here. And in fact, we have a 4 and a 5 here. That resolves to a 6. That means this resolves to a 4 because of the 5 down there. And that's going to resolve to a 5. Now we need to place a 6 into this region. We can't put it just below the 6 we just placed, so there's a 6 there and a 9 there. And that 9 gives us a 9 right here. All right, now we need a 7 and a 9 here. A 7, 8, and 9 in these three empty cells. And a 7, 8, and 9 in these three empty cells. Our last missing digit in this row is a 6. Our last missing digit in this row must be either a 7, 8, or 9, but because we have a 7 and 9 in the column, it must be an 8. And our last missing digit in this row is a 4. Now if we look at this region, we have a 5 and a 9 right here. So 5 and 9 can't go in those cells, so they must go here and here. That means that these three cells contain 6, 7, and 8. 6 can only go there. That's going to be a 7, 8 pair, which we will resolve in a little bit. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now. So we have 7, 8 pair here. That makes this a 9, so the only possible digit remaining here is 7. So we can eliminate 9 there. Now we have a 7, 8 pair here. That makes this a 9. We can eliminate 9 here. This is now a 9, so we resolve our 8, 9 pair. And that in turn resolves the 7, 8 pair over here. And we now have the top three rows resolved. That 8 gives us a 7 in this cell. And these can be finished as well at this point. We have a 7 here, which resolves the 7, 8 pair. The last digit in this column is a 9, which resolves the 5, 9. These two cells have to contain 7 and 6. And these two cells have to contain 5 and 8. And that is how you solve Philip Newman's Oceans 45, the first of his two given digit heavy classic Sudoku for the 11th. Here's the other one. A 32 digit tour. So let's have a look at this. So my starting point with this was to look at this column and observe that the 4 digits that I still need are 1, 2, 3, and 4. I already have a 1 and 2 there. I already have a 3 and 4 here. So these two digits need to be 5 and 9 to finish this region. So do these, but I already have a 5 down here, so I know which way they go there. So now the two digits remaining in this column are going to be 3 and 6, and because I already have a 3 in row 5, that's settled. And I need a 2 and an 8 here. I still need to place a 2 into region 4. And there are 4 2s looking into it, so my 2 is going to go right here. I also need to place a 6 in row 6, and there's a 6 over here already, removing 6 from those cells, so there's my 6. These are going to be 1 and 7. This is now the only position for 9 in this region. And I need a 3 and an 8. These need to be 4 and 7 to finish off the row. And then I need a 5 right here. Down here, I need 1, 7, 8, and 9. I don't think I can quite resolve that yet, but I'm just going to leave those pencil marks. I do need a 9 in this row, kind of mirroring that. And I can't put a 9 in these cells, and I also can't put a 9 here, because there's a 9 right below it. I also need a 6, which can't go into column 2 or column 7, and I need a 4, which can't go there. So that's resolved, and that resolves my 1, 7 pair from earlier. Okay, in these two cells, I'm going to need an 8 and a 2 like that. And that fixes my 1-2 pair. These are going to be from 1, 2, 4, and 5. There's only one possible spot for the 2, thanks to these 2 2s. That leaves only one possible spot for the 5, and then the 1 and the 4. That gives us the ability to finish these 2 cells with a 7 and 8, which has consequences elsewhere in the grid. And I think we finished, yep, we finished that entire row. Now to finish column 9, we just need an 8. Here we need a 6 and a 9 to finish that column. And we need a 6 and a 7 to finish off this row. Our last 3 digits here are going to be 1, 3, and 4, like that. And our last 3 digits here are going to be 3, 5, and 6, like that. And that's how you solve Philip Newman's a 32-digit tour. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you want to check them out yourself, the links to both of these puzzles are in the description of this video, and I will see you again in 3 days.